Hello, what is up? Sand Creek High School Fun Ensemble. If you don't know me, which I imagine you all do, I'm Antonio. I'm the Fun Ensemble instructor for the season. Done it a few years with these guys, so hello. As most of you know, I'm going to be gone all summer marching some drum corps, but I'll be back in the middle of August, so right around when school's starting, a couple weeks or so into that. But because I won't be there for instruction and I'm going to be missing all of band camp, I'm going to make some videos just explaining some rehearsal etiquette, technique stuff. If I have time, I can do music and I'll answer some questions you guys have, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But for this first one, let's just do like basic introductions and then go over just some rehearsal stuff that I want to make sure is set in stone that you guys can practice while I'm gone, and then so it's good when I get back. So, again, I'm Antonio. I'm 20 years old. I'm a little bit young, but I do know what I'm doing, so just trust in that. Let's see. For this year, for the pit, there should be 3 marimba players, 2 vibe players, unless we get a new one. 1 xylo, which will hopefully be combined with either Crotales or Glock. 1 separate Glock, 2 synths, 2 to 3 rack players, and then bass and acoustic guitar. There might be a few adjustments in the electronic world. Not 100% sure yet when I'm making this video, but a decent sized pit. So we're going to go over rehearsal etiquette just so we know how things will work. So because there's only one of me and like 16 of you guys, just so everything runs smoothly. So first things first, I appreciate minimal talking during rehearsal and like during between reps and everything. So I don't mind some conversation, whispering jokes here and there, but overall, let's keep it quiet. That'll be like between reps and everything. During reps, of course, play the rep. I expect nothing short of that. Just be mature with it. You guys are all high schoolers. You're basically adults at this point. So just be mature and we'll be okay. So yeah, if we're going to play a rep, just like the way it'll run when I'm there, and hopefully when you guys are in the summer by yourselves, it'll just be like, I'll just do whatever with my hands, be like, all right, let's get set. We're going to play the rep. And then you guys get set and we're going to play. I'll say what the rep is. So if we're going to warm up, be like, all right, let's do some lockjaw. Or if we're doing a show rep, be like, all right, these are the measures here to here, and let's go. And then depending on what's going on, we'll set the met and we'll usually do 8 and in, or I'll give you a count off with my sticks, or that's pretty much it. You play the rep, and then when you're finished, I'm going to try and force it a little bit better this season. I want you guys to just kind of sit there and stay quiet for a second, just absorb what happened in the rep, what was good, what was bad, think about it, reflect on it for like 10 seconds at the most, and then I'll just be like, all right, cool, relax, and then you guys can relax. And this is a time where I want you to stay quiet. Just don't get distracted. Kind of try to stay in what we're doing at the moment. Just be focused and try not to get distracted. That's a big thing. And that's the way rehearsals will mostly go. It'll be, all right, here's the rep, do it, relax, and we'll either do it again. I'll be like, cool, reset, or I'll say, here's a new rep. That kind of stuff. I'll give feedback between every few reps unless it's like immediately needs to be addressed right then and there. While I'm gone, Warren and Kathy knows how this works. They've been with me for few seasons now, I guess. So listen to them. Everything they say pretty much goes unless it's completely absurd. But they know what they're doing. Trust them when they're running stuff when I'm not there, and we'll be good. Moving on to just like a little bit of the expectations for the season. I don't have any scoring expectations. I'm not like, we gotta make semifinals. I know that's like the goal for the band and it's doable, but that's not an expectation I have. I just want you guys to have a good time and get better at your craft of playing your instrument. There's like a couple goals I have, and it's like, hey, let's try to get through all the major scales, which that's not hard. There's only 12. There's a really easy way to learn them. Circle of fourths or fifths. Kathy, Warren, you guys can do whatever with that when going to the warm-ups. I'll leave that to you. If we can't get through all 12, that's okay. As long as we get through like 8, that's pretty cool. Just get through a lot of your scales. It helps with everything. Know your scales. I want you guys all to build your technique, which that'll be in some following videos. I want you guys to learn how to communicate as an ensemble, which again, that's something I'll explain in a couple videos. Just how to work not like as yourself, of course, but then also with the group, because we are a front ensemble inside of a marching band, which also we're a percussion section. So there's a whole bunch of levels to this. I want us to know how that all works and how to play as a group. I want to have a good time with you. I want this to be a fun season. I don't want you guys to look back and be like, I mean, we probably played well and it was, whatever, and I got better, but it was really boring. That's why I try to have a little bit more relaxed rehearsals. I like to just kind of be chill with things. But that's when you just need to know when to be mature, how to act and everything. You got to flip the switch from fun, but also be able to get things done. It's not hard. We'll get there. But I do want you guys to have a good time this season. I try to make... I'm not the most entertaining person, I'd say. You can ask everyone else too, but I try to have fun. Again, just keep it loose. It'll be good. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Just a couple of things. Those are I think they're pretty low level, bare minimum of season expectations. Just things I want to get done for us to have a successful season. Just a couple other things for this one. One thing I always like to tell my students is give me all your creative suggestion ideas, because we'll go over them and talk about it. If you have any concern for a sticking or dynamics, or just want different pulsing or something like that, just a creative idea for the front ensemble, bring it up, let me know, and I'll think it over, try to figure out how to implement it, and then we'll try to see if it works. If it doesn't, oh well. If it does, then sweet, we'll put it into the show. But it's your guys' show. I want you all to have a good time playing it. So anything that you guys want to do within reason, of course, and it's doable, then we'll do it. It's your guys' show. You do whatever you want. So if you have anything like that throughout the season, let me know. We'll talk about it. Another thing, I want you guys to ask as many questions as you need to. I don't care if it's a stupid question of I don't know if it's there's no stupid questions unless it is, of course, stupid. But ask as many questions as possible. I'm going to be gone, but that just means email me all of your questions. I don't care if I get 15 emails a day from one person. Give me as many questions as possible, because I'll be able to answer those within 24 hours, I hope. I want you guys to not be confused on what's going on for the season or with anything. So I want questions come in all the time. Ask me, how do we play this certain measure? Or ask me, oh, what's the pulsing here? Or ask me, what's the pit setup? I have no idea. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll get you that answer, because that's pretty important. I want you guys to be confident and comfortable while I'm not there. So when I'm there, we don't have to work backwards in any sort of way. Just keep the momentum going, and hopefully pick it up a bit too, because I'll be there. So yeah. I do not know if something's going wrong unless I get the questions. So Warren, Kathy, make sure you're enforcing these guys to ask me questions. Everyone else, don't be afraid to ask any question that comes to mind. I'm open to anything. I'll answer all the questions. Yeah, that's just all I want to do for this first basic intro of who I am, what the season's going to be like, and how things will kind of operate a little bit while I'm gone. Of course, you have Cheyenne there. She's not the most experienced with front ensemble, but that's okay. A lot of stuff she knows it's all right information. But of course, ask me all the questions. I'm the one who's teaching you guys directly. My focus is only front ensemble. I don't do anything else. Yeah, I only do front ensemble. And of course, ask Warren and Kathy. They've been with me for a few seasons now. They know how I like things to run. They know how to run things pretty effectively themselves. They'll get things done. I'll make a couple other videos coming up. I'll do some technique stuff with your hands for everybody, except I don't play guitars or piano at all, sorry. I'll do technique stuff. We'll go over warm-ups, and then for difficult parts of the show music, I'll try to go through it and explain how you should play it. And that's about it. Expect some videos in the future, and it's gonna be a good season.